Welcome back. We're reading the Quran. We are on Surah 38 in Sad, and we're starting on verse sign 45. And commemorate our servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, possessors of power and vision. Verily, we did choose them for a special purpose, proclaiming the message of the hereafter. They were, in our sight, truly of the company elect and the good. And commemorate Ishmael, Elisha, and Zulkifl. Each of them was of good company. Each of them was of the company of the good. Sorry. This is a message of admonition, and verily for the righteous is a beautiful place of final return, gardens of eternity whose doors will ever be open to them. Therein will they recline at ease. Therein can they call at pleasure for fruit in abundance, and delicious drink. And besides them will be chaste women restraining their glances, companions of equal age. Such is the promise made to you for the day of account. Truly such will be our bounty. To you it will never fail. Yea, such but for the wrongdoers will be an evil place of final return. Hell, they will burn therein, an evil bed indeed to lie on. Yea, such that then they taste it, a boiling fluid, a fluid dark, murky, intensely cold. So, not only are you going to have hot drinks, but also cold, right? Man. And other penalties of similar kind to match them. Here is a troop rushing headlong with you. No welcome for them. Truly they shall burn in the fire. The followers shall cry to the misleaders, Nay, ye too, no welcome for you. It is ye who have brought this upon us. Now evil is this place to stay in. They will say, Our Lord, whoever brought this upon us, add to him a double penalty of the fire. So they're calling out like, hey, whoever helped lead us down this path, make sure you tag something onto them too. 62. And they will say, What has happened to us that we see not men whom we used to number among the bad ones? Did we treat them as such in ridicule, or have our eyes failed to perceive them? Truly that is just and fitting, the mutual recriminations of the people of the fire. Say, Truly am I a warner, no God is there but the one Allah, supreme and irresistible, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and all between, exalted in might, able to enforce his will, forgiving again and again. Say, that is a message supreme above all, from which ye do turn away. No knowledge have I of the chiefs on high, when they discuss matters among themselves. Only this has been revealed to me, that I am to give warning plainly and publicly. Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I am about to create man from clay. When I have fashioned him in due proportion and breathed into him of my spirit, fall ye down in obeisance to him. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together. Not so Iblis. He was haughty and became one of those who rejected faith. Allah said, O Iblis, what prevents thee from prostrating thyself to one whom I have created with my hands? Art thou haughty? Or art thou one of the high and mighty ones? Iblis said, I am better than he. Thou createst me from fire, and him thou createst from clay. Allah said, Then get ye out from here, for thou art rejected, accursed, and my curse shall be on thee to the day of judgment. Iblis said, O my Lord, give me the respite to the day the dead are raised. Allah said, Respite then is granted thee, till the day of the time appointed. Iblis said, Then be by thy power I will put them all in wrong, except thy servants amongst them, sincere and purified by thy grace. Wow, I will put them all in the wrong. And when he says by thy power, I think he just means by the respite, right? As in like, okay, you can try to take my people away. God's not giving him extra power to do so, right? It's just that he's like, okay, You gonna try? Try, but to my servants devout, they're gonna stay around. That's how I take it. Sincere and purified. Allah said, "Then it is just and fitting, and I say what is just and fitting, that I will certainly fill hell with thee and those that follow thee, every one. Say, no reward do I ask of you for this Qur'an, nor am I a pretender. This is no less than a message to all the worlds, and ye shall certainly know the truth of it all after a while." There's a new section that says Zumar, but let's go back and see the other things that I liked. Okay, so on 29, there was, "Here is a book which we have sent down unto thee, full of blessings, that they may meditate on its signs, and that men of understanding may receive admonition." Men of understanding, humans of understanding, right? People who seek to understand the world around them and the grace of guidance of the Creator, meditating on the signs. Definitely a lot of things to think about. Like, no, reasoning is good, thinking is good, reading is good. And then on 30, remember this? "To David we gave Solomon for a son. How excellent in our service ever did he turn to us." And remember, as like David's son is like got to control the kids. Oh. And then it says on 41, "Our servant Job suffered a lot." And on 26, "Nor follow thou the lusts of thy heart, for they will mislead thee from the path of Allah." Whew. Say that again. And then again when it says like at the end, "day of account," and how like using the word account is like obviously talking about accountability. Like you will be held accountable. It's not just simple as like the judgment, because today, because of pop culture, we think of judge in like a natural language type of way. We call it. It has a whole different meaning now. But it's like, oh, don't judge me, which sometimes they have a point to say it, right? But when it's saying like day of account, it just has a better ring to it. It's both accountability. To get accountability, you have to be judged, so they're one and the same, but distinct at also with overlapping connotations. And then on 2, self-glory. Oh yeah, but the unbelievers are steeped in self-glory and separatism. Self-glory. 3, again, one of my favorite themes. "How many generations before them did we destroy?" I think that's like my number one favorite. "In the end they cried for mercy when there was no longer time for being saved." I keep saying it, but that just keeps making me want to live an even more simple life, right? Just think about it. Do you have to have the most ornate home? You can be rustic and simple, because it's going to fade away anyways. I really like it. It makes me feel peaceful. It's a very good section. There's a lot of talk about hell and, the whole dialogue of Iblis. Talking about Job and David, who we should remember of the elect. Very interesting. Oh yeah, and like when it says like on 56 about 57, the liquids, like the different liquids you'll have to drink. When murky, it's like, have you ever tried to just swallow something like that just like you just had to force yourself? It was like medicine that wasn't good, and like how hard that can be. And murkiness, I try to think of like swamp water, like dark and murky. Just imagine you trying to, the smell is like I don't know if you ever seen Fear Factor. It's pretty disgusting. But that's what I think of when it says that, like an episode of Fear Factor, except 20 billion times worse. Oh, and then on 44, patience and constantly mentioned again. Yeah, very interesting. Very good section. Lots of admonition.